I was making coffee,
What's going on?
because we figured we'd give you guys some extra content, a little behind the scenes. This is where Val lives.
This is how we prep. This is how we prep our little episodes. This is how we started up. This is how we buffer.
This is pretty much all the prep we're doing for you guys. Okay, this is all you deserve, dude. I had the funniest thing. Do you see? You're like very tied into Russian, your Russian culture and heritage because you still see everyone that you kind of grew up with because you're not a sellout. You stayed true to the streets. You still, and you also own a business back where you're from. Yeah, because, dude, I had this friend I'm having dinner with tonight that, bro, I mean, I probably haven't spoken to him in at least a decade. And spoken, I mean, text. Seen, probably not since
Nick.
2005. No. My friend Vova.
Vova. Who's Vova?
Vova. I got a Vova, a Russian Vova dude, he was in Brooklyn and Brighton when I was in Brighton. And then we spent a few summers together when they would ship you away to like the Catskills or the Poconos. He'd be out there, but he hit me out of the blue to hang. And so but it's so weird for me because you're really the only
somebody that's close constantly around you that still like speaks Russian, right?
Right. That has that culture, and you're not, and you're so Americanized, but I don't know how Americanized this kid is.
You're saying
I think he is. I think he's just going to be super Russian Jew. He's going to be super Russian.
I get what you're saying. You're saying that kid that you're afraid that the person doesn't know how to like sink in and sink out. Like I know how to like jump in and jump out.
Okay,
right?
So I'm going to sound like a piece of shit, but let's go. Think about it. Like, so we're eating dinner together somewhere. First of all, I'm more nervous for this than an actual first date. Because at a first date, I'm like, oh, I'll just get you liquored up and try to have sex with you, and this is going to be fine, right? With this, there is no purpose there's no sex. I'm not going to fuck him, right? So what are we're just going to, it's like, it's so weird to have a play date, a first date with another man, and one that you have some history with.
Well, you guys,
and I'm worried he's going to speak a lot of Russian just to try to make it like, oh, we're from the old country. Where I'm like, dude, let's just speak English. Like we both speak perfect English.
Well, you get cringed out, right? That's what it is.
I don't get cringed out. I just don't. It's really so. Look, like I'll know enough words in like Greek. Right? Like when they're like, Afghanistan, like that's how Greeks say, what is that, thank you or whatever, right? But it just still, it just sounds weird saying it to someone who could speak better, right? I just feel like a clown. So like, I don't want to speak Russian to this kid because I don't know Russian as good as him. And then I'm like, dude, let's just speak English. But I also don't even know. It's going to be so hard to relate. He's got a kid. He's probably, I don't even know what job he has. Probably something Jewish. Definitely something Jewish. Probably like an ambulance business.
How did this come about, though? I don't get it.
Dude, so he texted me out of the blue, and I didn't know who it was, and I kind of scrolled back a few. The last text he sent me was like, thank God I'm not dead. Not even kidding you. Like the text before. Hold on, let me get my phone.
I'm sure you have a lot of those in your phone.
But the craziest part about this whole thing, my parents were in the Poconos this weekend, and my mom sent me a photo with him. So I don't know if he's stalking me. But they ran into each other.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
And she was probably like, "Yo, hit up Kirillka and go hang out."
Yeah. 2022 when I faked my death. Yeah. Hey, how are you? This is Vova. I would call you, but I'm trying to get my daughter to fall asleep. I was happy to hear that was false news. We should catch up. Dude, imagine thinking that I died and being like, I'd call you, but like, I got to get my daughter to bed. That's how little we matter to each other to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, the guy didn't even want to call to see if I was alive. He's like, I got to get my daughter to bed.
Yo, that's so true.
It's like, that's like crazy. Be like, yo, everything all right? Like, I really care about you, but like, I got my popcorn's ready and I don't want it to like get cold.
That's so true.
It's just it's wild. But anyways, I don't know how it's going to go, but it's such a guy. Like, I'm too old to be having
Play dates.
Like what? I don't even know what we're gonna like. What are we gonna start hanging out? I guess it's a good catch up. I should be a nicer person, but like, what is gonna happen? Right? Like all of a sudden we're gonna be like, oh my god, this has been the missing person in my life. Right? Is it gonna be one of those moments? This is how you gotta. You know how? This is how I know that I can be friends with someone. Is I just go like, we'd have a good podcast. And that's why I have a lot of pieces of shit in my life, because I'm like, we'd probably have a good podcast. They're like, why is this guy around? He's an asshole. I'll be like, we have some chemistry, right? Even if it's like we both hate each other, like that chemistry does exist too.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
That so it's just chemistry. Like,
what was your last memory with this guy?
Dude, I have it. I have it. This is such a I would die for these problems again. My last big memory was my uncle let me borrow his camcorder. And I would use the camcorder to make little silly movies or shit, stop motion animation. I had to be 17 years old. I say that because I lost the battery. And I'm 17, so this is 2000. There's no websites to find this battery. There's nowhere to look it up. Me and this kid Vova drove around Brooklyn, hitting PC Richard and Sons, every electronic store I could find, to find this fucking camcorder battery. My mom was going to kill me. It's like a $500 camcorder. And I'm like, I don't even know how you would replace a battery. We had no access to what was it? There's no Google. No. Like you just logged on and just, where did we go? What was our homepage? Like Yahoo? And you would just, I would just type in the camcorder serial number, but there was no website for that shit yet. No one was reselling. I don't even know when eBay came online.
Radio Shack was around at that time, which is crazy.
Dude, I hit every single place him and I could. My last memory is him and I trying to find a battery. So I was probably 17, 18 years old. That's my last. I'm sure maybe I've ran into him once or twice since then. But I mean, he's also a short king.
Like me?
Yeah. But like, I'm gonna show you a photo of him right now. We're gonna blur this because I can't have this part, you know. But like, you're gonna be like, Kirill, you're gonna have such a silly, because my mom sent me the photo of the two of them, and you're gonna be like, this is who I'm. You're gonna lose your mind. You're literally gonna shit your pants. This is my mom and him.
He's that's so good. Yo, he's like he's a cutie pie.
He is a cutie pie. Yo, but he's a good kid. He's honestly, like, all jokes aside. Oh, I have a crazy memory though. I did sleep in a bed with him once, and they didn't have bed sheets, and we were sleeping on plastic covering of the mattress. For some reason, there was no bed sheet, and I was just sticking to it. And this grandmother of theirs was reading us like books to make us fall asleep. But I just couldn't fall asleep. You know when it's so hot you can't fall and you're sticking to things? That's what I was going through.
And that was one of the last memories too?
No. That I was probably like 10, 9.
Damn, so you guys rolled together for a little while until you did it.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyways, I'm just trying to be, a better person and reconnect with people. A better person as I should talk.
So you're basically, you got into your 40s and now you're like, yo, listen, I'm not going to have kids, but I will rekindle with some old friends.
Yeah, it's just like, might as well vent, right? Like, who gives a fuck?
No, make it funny though.
Look, I'm such a piece of shit that I didn't really want to go to Brooklyn. So thank God he's coming up here.
You never do. You never want to go to Brooklyn. Even when I used to be there, you would be like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to like Netco. So I'm like, yo, this guy does not want to come here.
No, it's just, I think I just hate Russian people.
The culture cringes you out. You get you hate the broiness of anything.
You know why? Because I've never met a Russian guy in my demo that's just not a herb. Like, they're all just clowns. Like, at the end of the day, Val, if we met when you weren't making skits, I'd be like, look at, who's this guy? Who does he think he is? Who's this fucking guy? Right? Like, if you didn't have a redeeming quality that made me laugh, like, you'd just be another guy from Brooklyn. I'd be like, what?
It's because yeah. But I also grew into like what you were at, like when you were hanging out, because I was so young. I still adapted to you, right? So there was a lot of mannerisms, a lot of things, a lot of humor that I picked up from you guys when I was hanging out with you guys, because I was still so young. You know what I mean? I was like 21, 22. You know, so that's why a lot of the shit kind of stemmed from you guys as well. Like, and a lot of principles too. Like, cause some of the shit that you look at nowadays, like all the shit that we used to look at the cold, like, you know, the suits that would be out all the time. A lot of the principles, I kept those principles because I was just like, yo, this is so cringe. Like, I can't be like this, you know?
It is cringe. But so, I don't know. I don't even know. I mean, I'll have to tell you on the next episode a follow-up to my first date. This is my first date. I'm very nervous, dude.
He looks like a little like sloth.
You know me. I mean, if I look like a sloth, we might actually be at the restaurant.
You can literally come up with an animal for sure.
That guy, he might be. If I, you know how there's an alternate universe, that might be if I stayed in Russia.
I love that you're reconnecting with people though at this age.
There should be. Don't you think there should be an app where you list all the people that you were once friends with on Facebook, and you can swipe and be like, and you just what?
Remember the Russian app called?
No. But I mean, like, imagine Facebook introduces a friendship app where you just go like, yo, remember this friend of yours from high school? Do you still want to be friends with them or not? And then you can talk again. Like rekindle. Like instead of Tinder, we call it like rekindle.
After high school and middle school and all that shit, all the kids that I grew up with, I hated all of them so much. I literally don't know why. Like, I guess it was just the growing period where I was kind of like still like, you know, an immigrant growing out of like learning how to speak English and all this shit. And they all fucking abused me. So all my memories are bad from that time.
Here we go. Hot guy with problems.
I just hate them. I hate them all.
Yo, how about, speaking of the app, the T app is wild. Have you seen this shit?
No.
So there's this app called the T app, and basically it's a bunch of women who would spill the tea on dudes, right? It's for their safety, you know, it's like the app is just kind of like, hey, this guy's a creeper, this guy is weird, right? And you can kind of talk shit about individual guys. So, but it required authentication so that it wasn't just spammed by men. So you needed an ID. So women had to upload their ID, and then they could talk within it. And the guy whoever, obviously a woman, right, built this app, didn't build it right. All the data was stored on a public server, and it all leaked. So all these women who were about to talk shit or started to talk shit about men, every user data just got leaked. Their IDs, everything they ever said, everything. It's so hilarious. You got to look it up. It's the T app. And so this company might get sued to the ground for that shit, because you need to have.
Oh my God, gossip gone wrong. I love it. Fuck gossip.
72,000 user images. That's crazy funny to have that many. Imagine gaining that many users that fast. 72,000. Damn.
I know a kid that ended up on there. That's my boy. And he called me and he's like, yo, somebody told me that I am on some kind of app. And now he just made me realize it was this app. And they were basically asking, like, if this kid is single, what's he all about, blah, 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 blah. And one of his boys' girlfriends chimed in and told him, like, yo, you got to take this guy's shit off. He's not single. And get him off this fucking app. Why are you guys discussing this dude? But their girls are such conniving,
Imagine we made an app that'd be like, yo, this bitch doesn't actually look like that, right? Like, just girls where you're like, she's actually fat.
Girls are a lot. Yo, we live in such a mad, annoying time. Like, yo, girls, gay dudes, and just like people of like different fucking preference, just allowed to do everything. We can't do anything.
Isn't that crazy? You know what's crazy is that they used to not be allowed to do anything.
But that's the reverse.
We need to have a balance. Like, you want to do anything you want, I'm still allowed to hit you.
So annoying.
Like, give me something back. Just like a balance.
I just hate it. Like, why are girls allowed to do all these things? All this conniving, deceitful shit. And we can't, and guys cannot even have a normal conversation making fun of them.
That's why I think that once we figure out how to make babies without women, we're good.
Isn't that a thing already? Can't like a guy carry a baby already?
What? What, dude? Are you kidding me? If we could do that already, these trans plus Plus, you know, trans at some point is going to be as accepted as gay. And so something will come after trans that'll be even crazier, right? And that'll be like, yo, I'm a carrier. Like, I'm a man.
Like HBO Max.
Yeah. I'm a maggot. Whatever. I'm a man that has a baby.
Fucking annoying. That tea app. I just realized because I saw a meme coin that was about the tea. It was like something with a tea app, but I didn't know it was like a real thing. I thought somebody was coming up with some fake shit, but that's insane. And what now? The company's getting sued by all the girls.
They're gonna have to, right? 72,000 driver licenses got leaked.
Wow, bro, that's insane.
But you know what's crazy about that? So they got leaked. What do I do with that information? Like, do I just go download? Like, I understand that hackers are probably doing something nefarious with it, but when they're leaked, I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that?
Let me ask you another question, right? A big thing is toxic masculinity, right? Guys being like toxic in various ways, right?
But aren't we all toxic?
All right, but can I ask you something? Is women gossiping and talking bad about men and judging men, is that toxic? Is that a toxic thing?
I mean, I think anything's toxic, right? Too much of anything is bad for you. Too much water, you can die, right? If you drink too much water, it becomes toxic to you, right? Maybe that's not the right phrasing, but essentially, yeah, it's like, look, toxic masculinity. Well, how about toxic femininity? What about like toxic dog care, right? There's so much things that could be toxic. So, what is toxic masculinity? Let's look up the definition. Let me just read it. Toxic masculinity defined: a set of attitude and ways of behaving stereotypically associated with or expected of men, regarded as having a negative impact on men and society as a whole.
Whatever the fuck that means.
So, destructive messages associated with toxic masculinity can lead to men feeling entitled to engage in violence against women. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that means.
I don't even know what that means either. But meaning like what? If she doesn't cook, I'm trying to slap her? Like that's what they're saying?
That's just masculinity. That's not toxic.
What the fuck is that? What are you talking about? I'm so confused.
That's just running your household right.
That's just putting down your foot.
I mean, at the end of the day, every decision has consequences, right? Like, it's time to learn some responsibility.
But you see, yo, the nature is women are gossipers, because who comes up with a fucking app called tea, bro? Like, come on. Like, you gotta be, like, I don't understand how women get off on discussing, like, so much gossip. Like, I know dudes will make fun of certain shit. We'll talk about, like, you know, me and you, like,
we gossip all the time.
Yeah, we'll fuck around. But, like, girls are, like, next level, like, wanna, does he have a kid? Like, what's this kid's eye color?
Well, because we lie a lot.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So they're like, men can't be trusted. Isn't it insane that women are willing to download apps to snitch on their own men and to look up research on men? We must be this worth it that they still continue to fuck us.
It's funny.
We're not participating in that behavior. I'm just putting my fucking dick in a hole and hoping that, like, she's not that crazy and we can have a future together, right? But a woman's like, I need to do so much research on this guy. It's like, dude, that's not dating.
It's insane. It's just crazy to me that women are willing to go into these research modes.
Because men could be dangerous and we could kidnap you. So fucking Angela Lansbury over here was trying to do research on you. Like, she's going to figure out with 3 Google searches whether you're a serial killer or not. Like, bitch, are you crazy? Oh, like you're gonna figure out I'm the murderer. You.
And girls are so sick in the head. Even if you have serial killer vibes, but you're a good looking guy, they'll still give you a chance. How about I tell you?
Yeah, and half of them are like, yeah, I want to be a part of this fucking podcast when he murders me.
Yeah, they're sick. They're really sick. They get excited from the shit. They get excited from being scared.
I'm also like, I realize, like, a part of me, you know, Estee and I have, you know, pretty normal traditional sex. And, you know, there's parts of you where you're like, oh, man, like, imagine being with, like, a super freaky chick who's like, oh, yeah, like, you know, just wants a girl that's like, yeah, slapping. I have sex for a minute. So, like, I don't want a chick that needs to be slapped across the face to hang out with me the other 23 hours and 59 minutes of the day, right? I'm so content with having a slightly more normal sex life, right? There might not be crazy peaks, There's no valleys, but it's like I'm with a normal human being at the end of the day. And that's, you know, I think a lot of guys don't realize that, right? They're like, oh, I want a fun, exciting chick. And then you're like, dude, the fun, exciting part is usually when your brain is clouded by your dick. But the minute you come and it's just your brain working, it's like, dude, get me away from this psychopath. Like, this isn't fun. Like, I don't need a girl who wears my blood around her neck.
You see, but that's the problem. That's why a lot of guys, you know.
That's why you got to have sex with hookers, because you get to borrow them for a few minutes and then bye.
That's why a lot of
poop on their chest.
Usually girls that are like sexually advanced in that sense are usually mental. You know, not a lot of them know how to like you said, exit out of that headspace.
Yeah.
And then also be normal. Like most of them are usually connected, like fully throughout the day. If I'm getting slapped during sex, that's how I'm acting throughout the day. That's usually how.
Flowers aren't going to do it for her.
No.
Yeah, you got to like show up and like put a knife to her neck and be like, yeah, you like that? Like, I can't. No.
Yeah, that translates into like toxic shit through the day.
Toxic. There you go.
I don't know if you've seen, speaking of this shit, right now, women are going to be able to pick whether they have a woman Uber driver.
Dude, I'd rather be than show up on time. I'm just going to say that, right? Oh, then have like some chick who's not going to sexually harass me, but I'm 2 hours late to the airport.
Yeah, woman driving.
Female driver in LA, finger me and get me to the fucking lounge. Please.
I do cancel women Uber drivers all the time.
Are you kidding me?
I can't do it.
No.
I just can't. It's crazy. Like, chances are she's driving very carefully and all this shit, and it's awesome, but like, most of the time, even when you're driving carefully, you're fucking up.
Yeah, also, I'm on eggshells because now I feel like I can't be fully me because now what if there's cameras? There's like, no. I want to sit in the back of the Uber and masturbate, and guys are okay with that, and female drivers are not. There should be, you know what? It would be great, dude. It would be really awesome if you could select the gender and the race of your Uber driver, and that Uber could put out statistics every month and be like, see, New York, you think you're that liberal? Like, no, everyone's blocked the Chinese drivers.
Yo, I'm not going to lie, though. That would be... But then they would say that, oh, there's more white people. They would be like, oh, there's just not enough. Like, they would just come up with some statistic and number thing.
Who do you think? Okay, so who do you think is the best kind of Uber driver to get? Like, what race or what kind of nationality is like, yo, I might break some laws, and I like that.
I like the real African guys,
huh.
Like the ones that have the headphone in and they're still talking to somebody back home the whole time.
Yeah, because the guy they're talking to has got like the fucking. He's got the chariot that he's pulling around town.
Yeah, and and I like those guys because they're like really, they're advanced. They're a little more masculine. They're a little more aggressive, and if shit pops off, they're willing to
Yeah, Africans are intense,
but they're nice also. Yeah. Like all the African guys that I meet in the Ubers, they're always mad sweet, mad nice dudes.
But they drive fast. They drive good.
Like, on the phone, you know what I mean?
Oh shit, they're beatboxing.
Yo, I can't, dude. You know who I saw at a comedy show in Laugh Factory one day? Uncle Laser was there. He is funny.
He's good?
He was funny as fuck.
Is he like the new Larry the Cable Guy?
I don't know, but he was fucking hysterical. All the people there were not ready for him, though. He was fucking saying that he was dropping the fag word. He was dropping the retard word. He was going in.
Did he say the N word?
No, but as soon as he started the set, he said, "Oh, the black people up there," and then he goes on the second floor. He goes, "Yeah, y'all know why you're out there," and they're like, "Why?" They're like, "Cause y'all came late."
I was gonna say, do you think that's why Rosa Parks had to sit in the back of the bus because she just showed up late for the bus?
Possibly.
People can talk about that. Rosa Parks was just late. You got to see the back of the bus. That's it.
Yeah, why you guys right away?
First of all, Rosa, the back of the bus is the coolest part of the bus.
My favorite.
Why would you want to sit next to the fucking cop?
It also
the guy driving the bus.
You know, the back of the bus goes up a little bit. The old school buses.
You need it because you're short. You're like, yo, put me in the back step. I'm fucking normal height with everyone.
Yeah, exactly. I get to see like eye level.
You're still high level.
I'm eye level up there, dude. Like, it's just fine.
Loves the back of the bus.
I
Yo,
love
but
the
like,
back.
I don't get why Rosa Parks wanted to sit up front. It's crazy behavior. Honestly, that's probably the most uncool thing a black person's ever done is want to sit up front.
Yo, I personally love the back of the bus. I don't know. I feel like the back of the bus makes me feel safe. I feel like I get to watch everything that's going on.
Yeah.
I just love
Yeah.
it. Look at this guy. He loves the
Oh
back
my
of the
God. Jesus Christ. I love him.
bus. Look at this guy. What's
He's
your name,
awesome.
boy? He's a handsome boy, no?
He's cute as fuck, man. I kind of look
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah, you actually do look like a Frenchie.
Yo, so speaking of the N word, our favorite wrestler died.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan. So, the funniest part about, and this is how this, like, no one even cares. And it's kind of crazy that, Esther's like, oh, wow, Hulk Hogan died. That's so crazy. It's so sad. I was like, first of all, and she's like, I love Hulk Hogan. Like, I grew up watching wrestling my whole life, right? She's a tomboy. And then I just sent her the quote, his famous quote, which quote I'm talking about.
No, what is it?
And she was like, is this real? I was like, yeah, this is real. She's like, this is horrible. I was like, yeah, it's not great. It's not great for him. I'm going to read you this quote.
He really said this? Whatever this is?
I'm only quoting him. These are not my words. These are the words of Hulk Hogan about his daughter's black boyfriend.
Oh my God, I think I heard this before.
I
This is
mean,
crazy.
I'd rather, if she was going to fuck some N-word, I'd rather have her marry an 8-foot-tall N-word worth $100 million, like a basketball player. I guess we're all a little racist. Fucking N-word. Kind of nuts. But okay, so if he removed the N-word, let's just say he didn't say the N-word. I'm not mad at that statement. Because he's like, yo, if you're going to go date a Chinese guy, at least go date like the guy who owns Benihana, right? Like, he's just saying, like, listen, if it's not going to be a poor white trash piece of shit like us, at least go find the best of the race. Like, why would you want to, like, if you were like, oh, yeah, okay, like, who wants a broke guy for their daughter? Just don't use the N-word, right? The rest of it was fine. Go get yourself a rich guy. I'd say that to all my girlfriends.
I'm confused. When did he say this?
I think he was like drunk. He sued Gawker out of existence because of this, because they leaked the tapes illegally.
Who's Gawker?
Exactly. Gawker was this website. It was kind of fun. Like, you would just go on and read like celebrity or whatever news is happening in the world. But it was like in a fun website format, and they got sued out of existence.
Wow, yo, this guy fucking... I can't believe he would say that, though. I think I remember when this came out. This was big news. I think this happened like 15 years ago, some shit like that? 10 years ago?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I remember this. This is crazy. It's hard to like then...
It's crazy.
Right? Because it's like, because he's such a legend, but then when he does some shit like that, it's like, how do you patch that? Like, how do you get behind him and be like, yo, Hulk was the man? Because then you kind of like backing that.
It's also funny because so many people grew up not knowing that quote is watching black people post like "Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan" all week. I was like, you guys have no idea. Like, this is crazy. Or some people just don't care, right? They're like, I don't know. I've said worse shit drunk, right? Like, I'm sure there's black people out there that, call Asians chinks and, Jews kikes and whatever, right? So maybe to them, they're like, all right, it's fair play. Maybe someone's keeping a tally. Is there a tally?
Yeah.
Is there a tally of, like, who?
I think there's a tally.
How long has the N-word been around?
Since
my Google search is wild.
It's been since slavery. It's been like that.
Oh, it's from the Latin word it's with one G. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. It means black. It goes back to the 16th century.
Oh my God, 16th century is fucking long.
That's the 1500s, right?
That's far away.
All right, kike has only been around since the 1901. All right, so
they get it because there's derivatives of that word. There's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're serious? You never watched the spelling bee? There's a word.
No, stop. I know. I've seen it. I get it.
I didn't create that word, dude.
I didn't either. It's crazy because it's a wild word.
It's a wild word for sure. Yo, I honestly thought that when we were at the comedy club, I thought that dude, Uncle Laser, was going to drop like at least once.
No, he can't. He'll get canceled so fast, dude. They can't even bring Kramer back. Remember Kramer? From Seinfeld, lost his mind at the Laugh Factory.
Yeah, Kramer's out of his fucking mind, dude. TMZ reported this dude that was a serial butt sniffer. that would literally go sniff ass in all of like the subway carts.
Where's the crime? What's wrong with smelling things isn't illegal? If I walk past a bakery and I go, no one's sending me to jail, so I can't get on the subway and go, like, you're telling me, like, really? Like, where's the crime? Okay, I'm not allowed to smell you now? Well, I'm sorry. Don't ride the subway if you're uncomfortable with people smelling you. He's a subway sniffer?
He's just big on pheromones. The dude is into pheromones. Like, what is the issue here?
Would you oh my God, I just wrote subway sniffer.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to, the subway sniffer. He leads a mole's life hunting aromas 24/7.
Yo, that's a fire coffee name. Do you understand that what you just described is literally like a description for a coffee?
Yo,
like
I've been hunting aromas. Like, this guy, why is it illegal to smell things now? I'm not even touching you. I can't even smell you now.
That should be somebody's mission statement for fucking a coffee shop. I've been hunting aromas.
Oh, okay. Hold on. There's a finger sniffing video. Sicko who forced man into lewd act on New York City subway busted after cops released sinister finger sniffing video. Oh, he some guy in the subway and then sniffed his fingers.
Also, another thing. Speaking
I've done that.
And hunting aromas. I'm gonna tell you one thing: the party lifestyle and nightlife is starting to, I think, head over to Europe, dude. Like, America is really dying out with nightlife. Like, shit is just dead over here. Like, the way people are partying in Europe. Like, I just came back from France. It's really party. It's like fun.
I mean, like, why would you? The more and more people are like, dude, I can just go to a much more beautiful place than Los Angeles or New York or Miami. Like, way more. And I think that's just, I want to move to Europe, don't you?
I do, really bad. Yeah. I would love to have a place there.
It's kind of like, the America's on like its last few shitty seasons, right? It's like The Simpsons. Like, we're still going on, but like, who's real? Like, we're not in our glory days. America's not. We're not in a good place.
It's just like not cool here. You come back, you look at these plaza parking lots, and you're just like, what the fuck is this? You know
it's disgusting. We have no culture. Our culture is literally strip malls.
That's fucking whack.
Kind of gay.
You go to fucking Greece, you go to all these places, there's like history. There's like buildings from fucking God knows how long ago.
But you know what's good about those countries is they're still, because they're small, right? Each country in Europe is like a state in America, right? Is they can kind of like self-govern enough to like hide their atrocities, right? Like, when people like, go to American history, and it's like, all right, every road leads to slavery, right? You know what I mean? It's like, you're like, I go to Greece, you're like, oh, look at this, like the Acropolis, or, you're looking at all this architecture, there's so much beauty, and you're not really like, oh yeah, I'm sure slavery was involved, right? Did they have slaves in Greece?
I mean, yeah, they built through slavery. So I'm assuming that there was a lot of slavery that was done, Everything was built during that time through slavery.
What race was slaves the longest? I'm looking this up. They're saying it's probably China. So
China's slavery, I think.
Yeah, so black people need to chill the fuck out. The Chinese, you know why Chinese are crazy? Because they put their own people into slavery, right? Like, every other country was like importing slaves, right? Or trying to do other people become slaves. Outsourcing the race for slavery. But like, Chinese people just went like, yeah, no way. We'll use our own. That's why they run the world. That's why they make our iPhones. They make everything we love, because they're willing to enslave their own people.
And not only that, but they're willing to do this shit way faster than most people. They're willing to not go through all these approvals, paperwork, this, that, and the third. They go, yo, we know what we're doing. Let's build a building.
Yeah, and it's true hate, right? Like, it's truly hate to hate yourself like that, where you're like, oh yeah, throw this Chinese guy at the problem.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck, dude.
That's crazy.
They don't care, dude. And not only that, but their whole thing is like, yo, we have enough supply to like replace the dude. Like, we got.
Yeah. They're like, we don't even need to change his ID. They all look the same.
Oh my God.
Really? You ever walk into a factory in China? It probably looks like that fucking all the Minions. Just, you're like, I don't even know. I hope someone's wearing a scarf so I can identify them.
Oh my God, dude. Do you watch those stupid TV shows like Love Island and all that shit, or no?
No, I don't like reality TV at all.
Reality TV is trash. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not great.
I don't know if you saw the Hunter Biden interview when he was cursing out George Clooney.
Oh, with Channel 5?
Yeah, he said, "Fuck George Clooney. What the fuck is he? He's not even an actor. He's like a brand or something."
Hunter Biden, he looked pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
He's what I would be if my dad was the president. Right? You're just gonna have fun. That guy has fun.
You think you would do crack?
Would I do crack if I had nothing else to do? Probably.
I personally wouldn't be able to do it. I don't think doesn't matter who I am, what I'd be. Oh my God, sorry.
You wouldn't be able to try crack? I think I'd be scared to try crack only because I'd be like, well, now I'm a crackhead.
Yeah, because now you have a label, dude. Like now, like you're always going to be known as like in every group you go and like, oh, Hunter Biden, they associate you with crack right away. They don't even talk about the fact that you're Hunter Biden. They go, oh, that's a crackhead. That's horrible. That's one thing that sucks about crack is it has really bad PR. It has a drug. You know what I mean? Like their PR just sucks. Like,
They need to get some influencers on it.
Like, bro, you put a bunch of these girls that do makeup on crack and then you make it look cool, then it would work. But you have all these fucking like tweakers on it. It just doesn't work.
Girls on TikTok instead of like makeup videos. They're like, all right, so here's how we're gonna make some crack. I don't even know how to make crack. It's just, what do you spoon it? You fucking smoke it? You smoke crack, right? You can smoke it.
You have to cook it in the pot. Like
Cooking videos. We should do it. There needs to be influencers for everything. Where are my crackhead influencers?
Very bad PR, dude. Like horrible PR. Fuck, man. It's Hunter Biden. Imagine just having access and resources to everything and all you want to do is just fucking smoke crack.
Also, like, I never understand when people in power, like, dude, I had no problem getting laid without hookers, right? So I don't understand. And my Rolodex is like, I'm just a dumb Jew with a camera from New York, right? Like, and I've never paid for sex directly, by ways of, just like, here, suck my dick for $100. I would buy you dinner, right? So, like, when Hunter Biden's like hanging out with hookers and shit, I'm like, dude, you couldn't fuck. I guess what they say is, though, right, that you fuck a hooker because hookers don't tweet.
That, and also, dude, I personally just don't understand. You know when you go to a bad restaurant and you pay a lot of money for the food and you're like, yo, like, why would I spend $400 on this meal? You know what I mean? It's the same thing, like, why would you want to go and pay for sex knowing it's not going to be good sex, right?
Well, it's probably going to be great sex. Why? First of all, it's not.
Really, is it? Like, you can't kiss her.
Why not? You can do whatever you want. You can punch her.
Like, why would guys want to pay for this?
Why can't you kiss her? Why can't you kiss her?
Bro, are you crazy? She's sucking off so many dudes. She's fucking got probably herpes on her lips.
Oh, wait, you think the girls I've kissed out in the streets aren't sucking off multiple dudes?
Probably.
My girl's doing it for free. The hookers at least making money.
But dude, at least you would hope that the girl that you're randomly hooking up with is hooking up with some guys that are more or less got a little pizzazz, a little standard.
No, I mean, think about it. If I'm paying a hooker $1,000, she's not all of a sudden doing $5 blowjobs, right? So her clientele is other people with money.
$1,000 ones probably are a little,
right? But meanwhile, you go out and you go to the Hamptons and you meet some fucking 22-year-old, and you're like, dude, she's only blowing like Thousandaires.
Listen, maybe you're not wrong.
You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather get a hooker that's only blowing billionaires.
Blowing Thousandaires is crazy, dude.
That's what's out there, dude. There's girls blowing Thousandaires right now.
Blowing Thousandaires.
Should that be the name of the episode?
Blowing Thousandaires. I mean, bro, blowing Thousandaires is bad news. I agree. That's no good.
That's what do you think? Val, I mean,
you do realize that we're living in a time where $1 million is not going to mean anything soon?
Soon. It still doesn't mean anything.
No, like in a sense of like...
If someone gave you $1 million right now, how much of your life would change? I'd still have to, you'd be like, cool, I guess I'll save that for when I'm 60 and let it just collect interest. Like, I'm not going to make any, I won't be able to make any fast plays.
I will quit my job.
What are you going to do with $1 million?
I would put it in a high yield savings account, and then I would just invest it into a couple of things that can pay me, like, somewhat every month. Like, I would take $500,000 and invest into something that can make me, like, a couple thousand a month that I can live off of, and then go from there.
But you don't want that. You're like, what are you going to just live meagerishly? You're going to be like, I should still work and let this hit my account when I'm 60, right? Once I'm 50 and ready to retire, let this million just fucking marinate in the S&P 500.
Yeah.
Let's just say, if I invested $1 million, or I just buy Bitcoin, right?
Yeah, I would buy like 4 or 5
If
Bitcoins.
I invested $1 million into S&P 500 20 years ago, right? Because let's just say you want to pull it out around 50 something, right, Val?
Right.
So it climbs. Your $1 million in 20 years will be worth anywhere between $2.5 and $7 million, depending on if you reinvested.
Okay.
So
That's
theoretically, in 20 years, you're like, all right, I'll go work. I'll still live my life, but I know when I get out, I'm done. At 50, I'm sitting on moolah.
I mean, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
If you have 10 mil right now, you can live a good life.
I mean, if you have 10 million, dude, of course you could live a great life. $10 million is an insane amount of money. Like, you could really put eight away, and you're done just on a high interest.
You could chill really, really good. Did you, speaking of which, this reminds me, did you see this new show on Apple TV called Your Friends and Neighbors?
No, everyone keeps telling me to watch it. Is it good?
Really, really good show, yeah. I started it yesterday, and it's fucking fire.
It's with John Hamm?
Yeah, it's like he's basically like a beast. He climbs in life really far up, starts making a lot of money, builds a serious book of business within a company, and he gets a sick house. He's rich, he's everything, and then something happens, and he just gets turnaround of events, and everything just starts falling apart. The family thing starts like being weird. Some shit happens with his job, and he just gets stuck around all these rich people that he basically brought him, that he, like, in his head is like, I want to be in this circle, I want to be there. And he's already like in his 40s, 50s or whatever. And now he's stuck around all these rich people, and he's going through this circumstance, and he's trying to figure out what his next moves are. And he's just like, it's a pretty cool setup. Like, and you watch him like do shit that is so out of character, in a sense of like the people he's around and what he's made himself to be. And now he has to now do like shit that's like bottom barrel people do. And he's like, and you're like watching him navigate through that world while he's not telling anybody that he's going through these troubles.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yep. That's why we need like a T app for men that lets us, basically a therapist, right? I'll go there and we need a place to just go bitch, right? Like that show, right? You would be like, I'm going through a tough time. I'd like to talk to someone about it.
Yeah. But that's why we have the bar.
Yeah, but I don't like telling strangers like that. Like, I would never go to a bar because I'm sad. Like, I'd go to the bar because I'm celebrating. And if anyone's at the bar like, my life sucks, I'd be like, you're so annoying. Go home. Don't be sad somewhere else. When people are like, I go to my bartender with my problems, I'm like, stop. Like, this is supposed to be a fun place, not a sad place, okay? Go be sad somewhere else.
Because you're bringing down the whole vibe, yeah.
I hate sad people at the bar. Oh, my God. Go home.
Yeah, sad people at the bar are fucking annoying, for sure. Like, you guys really didn't have any friends that stuck around, you fucking idiots? Like, come on now. Like, get some friends, bro. People don't have any friends. That's the thing. People don't invest into good friendships.
I'm going on a date. I'm trying to get some friends back in my life. Yo, what if I find out he's like, some crazy CEO?
But what if he hits you with the, yo, it's funny that you like came around now, but like, I used to hit you up to get into your parties back in the day. You used to not answer me. Like, what would you say to that?
I'd be like, oh my God, Vova, I would never do that. You gotta, oh God, I don't know.
Yeah, has anybody ever hit you with something like that? Like later on when you can start hanging out with them and they go, yo, you know what's funny? I remember I used to hit you up to all these parties and like you literally used to like not answer my texts and then just go like this look, like all these texts.
You know what? I would just be like, dude, it was crazy. People that text you the day of a party can go fuck themselves. First of all,
agree.
Unless you have tits.
I agree. Damn, you never been put into awkward positions like with family or anybody close where they were like, yo, why didn't you answer this guy? Like, that's fucked up, Kirill. Like, how do you not look out for this dude?
I think people just assume I'm too cool and busy for them all. I don't know. I think
no one's ever like put you out there. No one's ever like put you on the spot.
I kind of let everybody in. I never really, we talked a lot of shit, but we kind of let people hang around. I don't think I was ever too mean to anybody directly. I mean, I didn't like a lot. I hated a lot of people, but I still kind of played politics.
You've always had somebody that can kick somebody out. Yeah, that's kind of how it went. It was cool. But you did take care of most of the people, though. It was just tough because, bro, people don't, they have to understand that there has to be more girls than guys.
What are you giving me back for free?
Yeah.
People don't realize that. Like, yo, can I get into the party? And I'm like, but why? You could just go buy a ticket, but why? Like, it's just like this whole like, but why?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Everybody, that's how Jeffrey Epstein started his parties.
I should have been collecting evidence on everyone.
Like, if you would have got all the blackmail on everybody, you would have been fucking rich. Because you probably had some like Hamptons dudes that were scared to fucking,
I should have been smarter. I should have been entrapping rich guys into having sex with children. We're never going to find out, by the way. This is going to be crazy. Epstein?
Nobody's ever going to find out because too many people were part of that. Like Democrats and Republicans. Everybody was in on the shit. So it's like...
Who do you think, like, there had to be, like, plus ones that were flying there. They're just nobodies that are probably terrified of getting caught, right? It's like, fine, you're rich. You get caught, Epstein's list. Like, they're not going to prosecute you, right? They're not going to go after you because there's no proof, right? Besides just a list, right? There's no evidence. Rich people have lawyers. You'd be like, go fuck yourself. Like, give me the actual evidence that they raped someone, right? Just because there's a list, right? Rich people are fine. It's like some dude who went with a billionaire because they flew there. You know, how many times, like we said, we'd agree to like a trip that we didn't belong to, right? You'd be like, oh, I'll go to this island. Fucking yeah. And then you end up on this list. Like, it's the pedestrian pedophiles that are probably fucked. Because it's like, yeah, some guy who was just like probably an accountant from like Milwaukee smashed some teenagers and somehow got roped into like, some corporate outing to Epstein's Island. It's just a holiday party gone crazy,
Yeah, literally. It's like literally a Wall Street party that got a little wild.
Yeah, there's like some Home Depot employee that went to Epstein's Island, right? Like, there's definitely, like, who was the staff? The island was staffed by who? Who lived there? Like, where? That's the crazy part no one talks about, Epstein's Island. Like, we got Jeffrey Epstein, we got Ghislaine, whatever her name is, right? But no one's like, who was the plumber on the island? Like, who was mopping up, like, the cum? Like, who was changing the toilet paper? Who was, mowing the lawn? Right? Who was cleaning the gutters? Like, where are the people that worked on Epstein's Island? Like, where is that staff?
Do you still think that it was a suicide? Because they said that they cleared it as a suicide. Even after the new FBI directors came in and everything, they're saying that, yeah, outright it was just a suicide. But it's
I don't know because, like, what? Like, Jeffrey Epstein was so embarrassed he killed himself, right? His friends and everybody knew what he did, right? They all did it together, right? So it's not out of embarrassment because he'd be able to get out of it, right? Like, just stay in jail and somebody will find a way, or maybe it's fake and he's alive somewhere and that's all a cover up. Who knows? But where are the staff? Where's the guy who drove the boat to the island?
Apparently the chick Maxwell she just did an interview and I think the DOJ or somebody or Homeland Security, they're like rewatching everything to see if they're like able to release it to the public. Apparently she just did like an entire interview about.
Why did anybody raid Epstein's Island? Like, was there like a raid? How did this even get caught?
Yeah, there was like cops there. There's like a bunch of, but the thing is, the fact that this guy got so rich, to be able to buy islands, to build shit, to have staff,
islands aren't that expensive, honestly. It's like $1 million. You can buy an island for like $2 million.
He had like a fucking a specific type of plane that would fly there. Like, it was just crazy.
Val, if I could masturbate on an island over my own bedroom, I would, right? So just for privacy reasons.
I mean, yeah, but my whole thing is it's like,
if I'm gonna fuck children, I might as well do it on an island, right? They can't really get away.
My whole thing is the fucking fact that like he was able to take $50 million out of like a Victoria's Secret owner's account and nobody knows why. Like, do you understand what kind of shit you have to have on somebody to be like, yo, wire me that 50 mil or you see what happens to you?
Right. Because honestly, for 50 million, if I have to give you 50 million, so that you don't expose that I have sex with kids, I'll just let you expose that I have sex with kids, and I'll just keep my 50 million and just disappear.
It's crazy, bro. I don't know, man.
I don't get it. It's a really strange culture. We'll never understand it.
Very weird thing with this guy, Jeffrey Epstein, though. Very, very odd. He's an odd character in American history.
Well, because we've never really heard about him until he became a problem.
And also nobody knows, like, who he is, why he is, if it's true, if this guy came up from Wall Street, if this guy was a plant. Nobody knows what the fuck goes on with this guy. Nobody knows what the fuck. I also
just don't understand how you recruit for your island. Are you like, kids? Like, right? Like, what a risk to take. Right? Like, what a risk. Like, how do you even bring that up? Like, right? Like,
somebody in the bar, like, hey, you into kids?
Hey, so I got this island. Like, how do you recruit for how do you find out someone's a pedophile? You know the fucking risk you take trying to guess if your friend's a pedophile?
Yeah, it's wild. That means
that's wild guessing.
That's something. It means you don't have to discuss. That means all of them are on board. Like, they're like, yo, trust me, just pull up. You'll have a good time.
What's worse, having sex with children or sex with animals?
It always lands on this topic.
I think it depends on the animal. If someone's fucking a dog, more people like dogs than humans, they'd be more outraged. You're like a creep. You're like, at least he's putting it into a human pussy, right?
I don't know, man. I think it's a no-go on both fronts.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure, honestly, what's worse, bro. That's a hard question to fucking answer, bro. I think, honestly, man, fuck them kids.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'd rather be born retarded than a pedophile.
Oh yeah, all day.
Yeah, because I'd be like, I can't control the retardation.
Yeah, being retarded is so much better.
What if you're a retarded pedophile?
I mean, autistic guys are pretty much that.
What, retarded pedophiles?
Yeah, because they're like crazy sexually. I don't know if you ever, autistic kids, like the ones that are really like high level autists, they're like very crazy. They fuck their beds. They're like super aggressive. They're
almost like animals, is what you're saying.
They're wild. I've heard some wild stories when my boy used to work at the behavior center. Like, they would literally start like running out of the car in the middle of the highway, jerking off. Like, they're aggressive. They want to bite like heavy.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just revert to like the human nature aspect of reproducing, right? You're like, I should just spread my seed.
Yeah, but how many times have you had sex where you felt like a little retarded? Like, you're just like, it took over you.
I mean, I felt retarded all the time, and every girl that's having sex with me is definitely retarded too.
You felt like it would overpower any kind of judgment you had, right? The sexual drive.
Oh, I have no judgment whatsoever. I've literally like I like to watch hot porn, right? Like, I like to watch hot women have sex. But like, when you're scrolling through and you can't really choose what you get to see in the previews, right? Because there's just so many things appearing, and you'll see some just like gross girls. And then I'm like, well, I'm sober, so obviously I'm looking for a hot girl to masturbate to. But I'm like, oh my God, like 5 shots of tequila. Yeah, I probably would have fucked that thing. Like, I'd be like, that's what it would look like. And I'd be like, that's all right. Those fucking titties are literally fucking 9 feet long. Like, delicious. When I'm drunk, every gross thing about you, I'm like in love with. I could write poetry about you.
But then you wake up next morning, you're like, oh my Lord, what the fuck happened here?
Yeah,
what did I do?
Yeah, thank God. Thank God. I mean, sometimes you wish you didn't wake up.
Bro, there's been some nights where you wake up and you're just embarrassed for a whole week after. You've had those? You've had nights where you wake up and you're embarrassed?
My entire sexual career. Well, I don't know. I think more people have been embarrassed waking up next to me than I've been next to them. Because,
really?
like obviously, I wasn't fucking all hot girls, but I fucked a decent amount, and it was definitely, I was the winner in most of my sexual escapades.
Do you think the girls wake up and they go, oh, at least he was funny?
Yeah, at least he was funny and nice. I'd usually get a second date. I usually can pull a second date.
You think the nice thing really like turns girls on? I think it's the funny thing that really gets them.
Well, it depends. It's got to be, the funny has to align, right? Like, girls that are like dark are fun. Personality, not skin.
Or both.
Yeah. I understand racism and I understand Hulk Hogan a little bit, like, because, like, I don't know if I could date a black girl, only for the sake of, like, I would have to censor my wokeness, because at the end of the day, humor is what connects me to someone. And if I can't, like, she's not going to let me make slavery jokes, but that's all I'm going to want to make, right? Like, I make fun of Estee for being Greek and hairy, blah, 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 blah. But she takes it. Like, no black girl's going to take my racist humor. And I think that's probably why I can never date a black girl, because she won't put up with, like, you know, me calling her a slave.
I think an interracial black girl would, like a black and white girl with humor would be able to do it.
What? I think be able to put up with my shit?
Yeah, I think there's some girls that would, like, have that dark humor in them that can fucking get down for
Dude,
sure.
Are you kidding me? I call Estee a hairy gorilla. You tell me I'm going to call my black girlfriend a gorilla and not get fucking slapped by her entire family tree?
I don't think so. I think if it's like, I think if she got a sense of humor on her, I think
I can't buy rope. I can't buy watermelon. I can't buy orange soda. Everything I'm going to do is going to feel racist in my relationship.
I agree, though, in that sense. Like, there's not a lot of, like, if your humor is aggressive.
And her baggage and black people's baggage is too, like, Estee has no connection to her Greek history of oppression or whatever they went through, right? Like, every culture has had some oppression. Right. So when I make fun of her, she's not, like, carrying the weight of, like black people carry the weight in their heads, you know, whether it's correct or not, that's up for debate. But, like, you know, they're like you, they're very sensitive about their black history, right? Where most, you know, white girls are just like, oh, that's just my personality. I'm a Greek Italian, but, like, she doesn't care if you call her, like, a fucking guinea wop or make fun of her for, like, you know, Italian things, right? But yeah, you're not going to be able to roast your black girlfriend. I mean,
I got a lot of Ukrainian black. I don't carry that shit with me everywhere, you know?
Yeah, but, like, you wouldn't be able to date a black girl, Val. You just wouldn't, because then you know that in my brain and your brain of joke telling, what's the point? You're like, I have to take this Ferrari 50 miles an hour? Like, I can't open up? Like, we can't make a few black jokes, right? Like, I'm going to be...
If we can't rip each other, if, like, she can't make fun of me for being white and I can't make fun of her for being black, and, like,
she'll make fun of you for being white. Don't worry about that part. She's not going to ask for permission. She's not going to feel uncomfortable there. She has no problem buying fucking crackers, but I'll have a problem buying cotton balls. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn. I agree. Yeah. I don't think it would be able to work.
And in a relationship, balance, she can use the N-word and I can't. That's already off limits. Every fight, she looks cooler than me.
Back in the day, I was scared to date, like, black girls from when I was in high school, because I was like, damn, I'm not going to be able to, like, I don't think I'm going to be able to survive in inside the projects. Like, I was, like, scared to walk into the projects. I'm like, yo, I'm going to get... Yeah, I'm going to get smoked in the projects. Like, I'm 100% going to get abused.
Like training day?
Yeah. Exactly. It's true, bro.
Yeah. Why is your black girl live in the projects? You fucking racist piece of shit.
No, I'm saying, like, because a lot of
Beverly Hills, you're gonna meet, like, some fucking sexy red in the projects.
There were some fire black girls in high school that lived in the projects, and I was like, yo, I was thinking in my head, I'm like, damn, I gotta take the bus there. Damn, I gotta get off the stop. Damn, I gotta walk into the building. Damn, I gotta go to the apartment. Damn, by the time that happens, I'm gonna get smoked.
Dude, it's just crazy. I don't like feeling uncomfortable in my relationship, and I would feel uncomfortable with a black girl because I would feel that everything I'm doing is perceived as racist. We go to the Bronx Zoo, I'm, like, actively going to avoid the monkey exhibit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want... Jesus, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? If I was dating a tall girl, I wouldn't take her to see giraffes.
Yeah, remember that video where we watched the tall girl that was with the volleyball player? He jumped on top of her.
Yeah, but you just feel weird. You just feel weird. You would just feel.
I walk up to the front of the building and there's, like, 20 goons talking about, yo, what are you doing over here? And I'm like, I'm going to see Latia upstairs. And they're gonna be like, yo, they're gonna be like, fuck you talking about? Latia don't live here. And I'll be like, yeah, you're right. And then I'm just gonna go home.
That's it. Really, that's it.
And then I show up to school and Latia's gonna be like, yo, why didn't you fucking pull up? I was waiting for you. And be like, my bad, like, my bus didn't make it.
You know that I'm so scared of your black neighborhood.
The bus broke down. You wanna hear a funny story? This is a fucking real story, and it's true. I was about to graduate 8th grade, and there was a chick that liked me, and she was black. And she liked, but she was kind of aggro. She was like a little taller than me. She played basketball, and she's like, "Hey, like I would like to see you after school one of these days." And I was like, okay. I met up with her. I thought we were cool. We were homies. She's like, "Yeah, so what's up?" And I'm like, "What's up?" She's like, "Yeah, so what are you doing today?" I'm like, "Go home. I don't know." She's like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "All right, I'll see you tomorrow." I was like, "Okay, that's fucking weird." Next day, I get a message on Facebook. She's like, "Yo, you want to hang out with me?" I'm like, "I'll see you in school." She's like, "Nah, after school." I'm like, it's so weird. It's just like, just no, like, there's no like flirting, nothing. I was like, "Nah, I just didn't answer the text." And then she saw me again, right? The day before we were about to graduate. And she's like, "Yo, if you don't hang out with me, I'm gonna call my brothers on you." I was like, "Yo," I was like, "That's crazy."
Now, like real brothers or black people?
Like, no, like her brothers were like legit gang members, you know? And I was like, nah. I was like, "Yo, this is insane." And I was like, I didn't even show up for one of the days to school. Cause I'm like, "Yo, if this girl doesn't,
You
if
were
I
scared
don't
a
go,"
bunch of black guys are gonna roll up on you and be like, "Why'd you want to fuck our sister?"
back in the day, when I was growing up, you were still getting jumped. You were still getting beat up for shit like
having
that.
sex with a black girl?
No, like I got jumped a couple times when I was in Brooklyn, like from just like random
I mean, they didn't
reasons.
have to jump that high. Oh,
Yeah, that's
they more like hopped. They're like,
You know, you guys were in Jersey protected all the time in the suburbs. We were fucking rolling around in the streets.
but in the suburbs is where we breed school shooters. So we were out there putting in work. You guys like to do like pocket hits. A lot of them school shooters. We just like to do one. We're like wholesale.
Haven't seen one school shooter out of Jersey though. There hasn't been one school shooter out of Jersey. So you guys
we're gearing up. We're getting our things together a little bit.
you guys got to work on that.
We're working on that.
I was scared at that time. I was like, "Fuck!" I'm like, "Yo, if I don't, this girl definitely feels like I don't like her, and she's really trying to force me to like her." I was like, "That's crazy."
Isn't it crazy that like we live in a time where you can just, if you date a Mexican girl, you can just call ICE on her, if you like as a threat. Like, there's no way you can report any other group of people.
No. I mean, you can call ICE on anybody without paperwork. Like, if you're dating...
Yeah. But if they see, like, some, like, guy from Norway, they could be like, "We're not wasting our time. This guy is probably here. Okay."
Even a Russian, too. You can, like, anybody. Anybody can get it right now.
Have you been seeing a lot of ICE? You know anyone that got fucking deported?
I know some people, yeah.
You know some people that got deported? Were they good? Like, do you feel bad? Or you're like, the system, you got to follow the rules?
I haven't heard of anybody bad or good, but I've definitely seen some people talk about like their like uncles or like random people get, sent out.
Russians?
Sure. Yeah, like Uzbeki, Russian.
Yeah, it's like it's like in a nightclub. Not everyone can get in. Don't worry about it. Try again next time.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, it feels like the border got lost at the door right now.
Yeah, it's
They should only just let good-looking people come into America. It doesn't matter like what their status is.
I mean, I'd have to go. I mean, or my grandfather didn't.
Why, your grandfather wasn't the best-looking guy?
No, I said your grandfather did means I get to stay retroactively because I'm ugly.
Well, yeah, you have no way to go. You already got the paperwork. But I'm saying the newcomers. I feel like the new wave of people, they just got to handpick like the good ones, like the good-looking ones. And they're like, all right, these guys could breed here. Like, let's let them in.
Yeah, but good-looking people are usually stupid.
Yeah, for most part. That's true.
We should just really only we just need more. I feel like Japanese people are good. We need more Japanese people.
Yeah, because they're civil, dude. They know how to like do everything like respectfully and just
they already got checked after Pearl Harbor. Yeah, I mean, like they're good. They're like, "Yo, we chilling."
Have you been to Japan or no?
I've never been to Japan. I'd love to go.
I want to go really bad, dude. I hear really fucking good things all the time about this shit. I want to go to Japan really bad for like 2.5 weeks, something like that.
Are Japanese girls hot? I don't really think of Japanese girls as hot. It's like very hard. You know, when I think of hot Asian girls, I just think of Vegas bottle girls. I think everyone else is like whatever.
Like a mix, right?
Yeah. Or like a BBL, I guess.
Kekoreans and Japanese people though, they don't tan well. They're like very pale.
No, I think Koreans don't tan.
No, they tan, but they're like they keep their skin very white. Like I live in a building where there's a lot of Koreans that live here, and they're very, very like pale white. It's a skin thing. They protect their skin. Everything's about skincare for them.
For Asians, I mean, they have like that porcelain skin. That's what they're known for, right?
Yeah.
You rarely see an Asian kid with acne.
They can eat anything too, dude. The food they eat, they don't gain any weight. They don't bloat.
Because we use chopsticks, like literally the slowest way to consume anything. It forces them to take their time. We eat with our hands. I can eat a hamburger, like, done. It did nothing for me. I just ate it. It had no enjoyment, no nutrition. It really just fell right through me.
I actually like eating with chopsticks, though. I used to not like it, but I like it a lot. I fuck with that. Are you saying that for a reason? Like, it actually slows down your eating on purpose?
I believe that really is possibly part of it, right? It obviously makes you eat slower. You're not like fucking, but also like I've seen Chinese people literally eat like with chopsticks too. They're fast and they're gross.
Yeah, we need Japanese people in this country. We need somebody that's gonna clean this shit up, bro, and make it more civil. I feel like the problem is with America, bro. Nobody wants to help each other, bro. Everyone's out for themselves. Nobody wants to fucking do community shit, bro. That's the issue, dude. We don't give a fuck, and we got to start giving a fuck, man.
I think we don't give a fuck about community because we're all trying to become billionaires, and every single one of us is failing. So now we're bitter and angry, and we've passed all these laws that help billionaires, and none of us became them.
Yeah, ain't nobody making any no millions around here, buddy.
Thousandaires in the building.
Thousandaires. Make sure you watch that show, dude. Make sure you watch Your Friends and Neighbors. It's a good show. You would like that.
This was a good episode. I laughed. I giggled a lot. I had a good time.
This was fun for sure.
All right, Val, I got to run because I got to do another call. But this is a good one. Hour 15. I'll send it over to Oscar. Oscar, when you're listening, bleep all the N-words and anything racist. Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, cool.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
You want to jerk off to fucking funky white boys like me? First of all, this is a nice look. I think I might become a rapper in my late stages of life. Check it out. You beat your meat. Why use your imagination? For 2 days, you don't have to use your imagination. Go to bang.com. Use password or promo code ALF BANG. And you'll get a 2-day free trial to some of the fucking most delicious women on the planet.
And it's very expensive out here, so you guys better use this shit up.
Yeah, you know what? You guys are lucky we're giving you anything for free. Because shit's expensive out here. So go use promo code ALF BANG. Go whack your beat. Go take the poison out.